You're charged with evading arrestation with a vehicle. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Welcome to Elite Justice Network.
2025 CR 005604, State versus Noah Castillo. Could I have parties announced? And are you Mr. Castillo?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Counsel, have you received all discovery? And did you review it with your client? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Castillo, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Castillo, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You're charged with evading arrestation with a vehicle. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargaining agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state we're calling the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison
Yes.
and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I believe he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? Mr. Castillo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand if you are not a U.S. citizen, by entering into this plea bargaining agreement, you could be deported, denied naturalization, and not allowed re-entry into the country?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney?
I did.
And did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
I did.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions? Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 150 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State moves to admit what has been marked as State's Exhibit 1 in all attachments. No.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state would call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, that means that the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Honor. Judge, we were just asking to follow up with her.
All right, how old are you?
21.
All right, what's going on with all the tattoos?
Honestly, can't really say, what's going on. It's just, the time of my life is just, it's going a little wild.
When did you get the tattoos?
First tattoo I got when I was 13.
Okay, and the neck tattoo, what's the neck tattoo?
It's just the money sign.
All right, so what do these tattoos mean?
Nothing gang related, but a lot of them are just money, really all of it is really money. for the most
All right,
part.
I'm gonna have you evaluated for gang affiliation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you employed?
Not at the moment.
When's the last time you had employment?
It's about before I came in, I was doing construction, so I said about a month ago,
And how old are you?
21.
All right. And do you have any children?
Two,
How many? Age?
2.
And are you in their life? Do you live with them?
Yes.
How far did you go in school?
Graduated high school.
All right. And so what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Just being able to support my family and just go back to work and just do the best I can.
And so with this offense, why didn't you just pull over?
I did pull over, but it was just misunderstanding with the police officer.
I mean, no, it's not a misunderstanding. They pulled you over because they said you were committing traffic violations. And I'm taking what's in the report as true because you stipulated to it. And it's obvious in the police report that there were traffic violations. They pull you over. You're sitting there, pulled over, and they ask you to step out and you take off. So why are you taking off?
If I'm being honest, at that point in time, I was using drugs.
Yes, please be honest.
I was using drugs at that time, so I was high at the moment. And I got paranoid and I left.
And then there was a weapon in the vehicle as well, in the glove compartment box.
Right.
And I'm assuming that was your weapon.
No, it was not.
Who-
It belonged to my brother's girlfriend.
But you're the owner of the vehicle.
Weird.
Any other questions?
If I could just speak on that.
Yes. I'm sorry, one final thing. So the drugs you were using, what drugs?
I was smoking weed for the most part, and I was using ice as well.
All right. Anything other than ice?
No.
All right, yes.
I've represented this client, or Mr. Castillo, probably at least 6 months, not longer. I mean, at least since the inception date, Judge. And what I can tell the court is that he does have a good support system. He's here. I don't know, something happened with the bonds. I think they got off, or there was an FTA with the misdemeanor. And so that's why he's been in custody. But every other time, Judge, he has been here. He's been with his brother. He's been if I can't get a hold of him, I've always been able to get a hold of one of his family members. So I know that, and we've had those conversations as far as his age, what he was doing at the time, and what he plans on doing, moving forward. I've had the conversations about his drug use. They are on him. I believe that he's sober now. He's always indicated that to me because we've had long conversations about that, specifically because of his age and the kind of drugs that he was using. So I've talked to him at length about that. But I can tell the court that I believe that he does have a support system that wants to see him succeed. And I think that they're going to do everything in their power to help him with regard to any services that the court deems appropriate, whether that's, attending this counseling or going here, going there. I know that they are his transportation. I know that they help with his employment, and communication.
You want to talk about leaving lifetime recovery
Yeah, so I did attend
without
last time.
permission?
No, I had permission to
No, I mean,
leave.
they say you absconded.
No, I had actually talked to the person there at Lifetime and they contacted the courts, and that's how I got permission to leave.
Right, could you pull that for me, please?
Because I was attending the.
It would have
inpatient.
been May 30th, 2025. And it would have been a 5th violation report. All right, you may continue.
And so I was attending the inpatient, and I told them I wanted to switch to outpatient. So they were, I don't know, somewhere.
So
around there.
you told them you would like to be on outpatient. Okay. And then you missed court when Judge Angelini was here and you were on a PR bond. So. Why?
I just had a lot going on at the time, so it kind of just was just all over the place, as I had said before.
All right, that was June. So that really hasn't been that far from today in terms of drug use? Like, were you able to find it? Because I know a warrant was issued for him on a violation report because of absconding from lifetime recovery. And usually when you're in treatment, they don't let you make choices of whether you want outpatient or inpatient treatment. And your attorney will tell you that because she does treatment courts as well. They usually don't give the person a choice and say, oh, we think you should be in inpatient treatment. What do you think? Oh, we'll give you outpatient treatment. Usually that doesn't happen.
So I'm aware how that might sound, but I did talk to the head person in the lifetime,
Mhm,
and she gave the okay as well.
mhm. All right, so what I can tell you, counsel. So this is what I'm going to do. Probation, it's going to be 5 years deferred adjudication. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. No unsupervised contact with minors. 150 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, 50 hours of the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. If you enroll and complete some higher level of education or either trade school certification, the court will deem the remaining 100 hours satisfied. So you can either get a trade in something.
Yeah, so I actually, sorry, I did go to a trade school. That's how I got my high school diploma. through the
Well,
trade
you'll
school.
need to,
Get that
you can
information.
work 100 hours of community service restitution, or you can get some higher level of education or trade school certification. And since you already have your high school diploma, that's not going to count towards that. You understand? I'm going to want a referral, and this is to take place in custody. I'm gonna want a referral to felony drug court, and counsel, if you can talk with them, since it's Monday, they'll probably be able to see you before the week is out and let us know whether or not you accept it. You need to be honest with them. Because if you end up testing positive or violating conditions on this probation, you're potentially looking at 10 years in the prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So in custody, I want a referral to felony drug court. And I'm going to want a TAP evaluation and probation. I think we discussed this previously. The gang evaluation, that takes a while, correct?
No, the gang evaluation, is not considered on the judge, but in addition to the gang evaluation,
Bless you. There's something going on in there. They need to change the filters.
I do make an evaluation.
Okay, so gang evaluation and ISP evaluation in counsel, if they say with the gang evaluation, he doesn't qualify, then they'll just do ISP. There'll be field visits 1 time per month for 8 months. Probation, $1,000 fine, that will be prorated. Is there anything else that's needed? Is there anything you need from the court to be successful?
No.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Because you're on probation, you're not allowed to have weapons. So you're not allowed to have possession of guns. If you have guns in your house, then you need to make sure those are safely stored elsewhere because you're not allowed to have possession of them. And your attorney will speak to you about that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can come back to the court. With regards to these evaluations, if you're dishonest with felony drug court and say, oh, no, I don't have a drug problem, you know what's going to end up happening? They will send me an email and send the court an email stating that you've been rejected because you say you don't have a drug or alcohol problem. That will be noted on the docket sheet. And what that means is don't come back here saying that now I have a drug or alcohol problem. You understand? All right. Good luck to you. You're welcome.
The courtroom is tense as Noah Castillo stands before Judge Stephanie Boyd, charged with evading arrest with a vehicle, a third-degree felony punishable by 2 to 10 years in prison. Castillo opts for a no-contest plea, hoping for deferred adjudication, but Judge Boyd leaves nothing to chance. She meticulously walks him through the consequences, warning that if his probation is revoked, he could face the full 10-year sentence. Her tone is firm, emphasizing that this is his one shot at redemption. As the plea proceeds, Judge Boyd highlights the state's recommendations: a 5-year deferred term, a $1,000 fine, 150 hours of community service, and a TAP evaluation. But she doesn't stop there. In a stunning move, she destroys any notion of a lenient probation, layering on strict conditions. She orders regular random UAs, proof of employment within 45 days, a ban on working with minors or as a home health care provider, and parenting classes. Additionally, she mandates a felony drug court referral, gang evaluation, and ISP evaluation, with monthly field visits for 8 months. Each requirement is delivered with precision, leaving Castillo and his attorney with no doubt about the judge's expectations. Judge Boyd's closing remarks cut deep. She stresses that honesty in court-ordered programs is non-negotiable, warning that dishonesty will be noted and could jeopardize his entire probation. Her message is clear: communication and compliance are key to survival. This hearing isn't just about punishment. It's about transformation under the watchful eye of a judge who tolerates no excuses. Viewers witness a masterclass in judicial authority, where second chances come with strings attached, and one misstep could lead to devastation. Judge Boyd's rulings ensure that Castillo's path forward is fraught with challenges, making this a must-watch for anyone fascinated by courtroom power plays and the pursuit of justice.